just go outside after I give you this and go over it, and then try to fill this in, and maybe Dee can even go with us to see if we can go through these
If
lines.
you'd like that, a few minutes, we can go to the next item on the agenda.
Well, I want to go over it and then do that because this is Randy Telto, and he's representing Houston Casualty Corporation, and he's with Vernon Flores. And so
when we get down here, then you.
it probably won't take us 15 minutes because he's going to be working. We've been working during the whole time.
You can use my office if you wish.
Can I have one of those? I'm going to kind of go backwards. I've told you what I'd like to do with regard to the spreadsheet. But I also told you at the last meeting that if we did not have the best proposal, lowest and best proposal, that I would tell you that you should go with someone else. And I also told you that when I made that offer, that's only happened 1 out of 10 times. So I'm going to go over some numbers and then go through these proposals. And these are numbers that I heard tonight, and we're verifying based upon getting a copy of. Did you get a copy of my stuff? Oh, okay. Yeah.
We can share.
Is this different? Is this different? Okay. This was in a separate packet.
Okay.
That's the same thing.
And these are from my notes, and again, when I end, I like to go verify them and put them on that spreadsheet and bring them back to you. But here's what I heard. That Bliss McKnight wants $186,000 plus to do your property, general liability, and all your package. What I heard was that Travelers wants $153,226 to do your package. And those are all the things that you've had in the past. And there's some pluses, minuses for Bliss McKnight as well as the Travelers. And what I will tell you is I write insurance with all of these companies that's on that spreadsheet. And Randy is, I'd like to say he's not as familiar as I am with them, but he writes for Travelers and HCC. So the two of the three companies he represents and writes for. I represent all the companies that you have before you today. So again, Bliss McKnight wants $186,000 plus some dollars to renew. Travelers wants $153,226 to take over your package. Our quote that I have there with you, we're asking $123,957. And that includes two really important things. It includes what we call retroactive coverage to make up that, and I'm glad she gave you that claims made versus occurrence. What we did in our package is we went back to a retroactive date to cover the difference. If we've got a claims made or an occurrence, to cover that. And then we also included nose coverage, which takes care of, so we could say tonight, if you have a claim that's not been reported, we have it covered. And that's a scary thought not to have it covered. Now, the one thing that I totally disagree with, whether I'm selling auto insurance or I'm selling commercial auto insurance, why would you not want to insure yourself against someone who is underinsured? I don't do it. I mean, well, the reason Bliss does it is because that's the way they do it. I mean, that's the way they price their coverage. Now, if you look at Travelers,
but Pepper, that's been the administration that chose that.
I think Bliss helped you with that. Okay. Okay, well, if you chose it, that was a
when
bad
I
decision.
see something that says
Okay, if you
uninsured
chose it,
motorist,
that was a bad
you
decision.
know, I would say, well, can I buy this
Okay,
insurance?
okay. Well, in that 123,957, it's in there for $1 million. Underinsured and uninsured. Okay? I just want you to know that because if I did that, if I recommended that to you, then I would be on the hook for errors of commission because you don't do it. Okay? The other thing is that, and I'm not sure about this, I read it, but it said under general liability, under travelers, it excludes FAR district or department. I hope that's not true. It says that in your proposal under travelers. You have a big FAR department,
Oh, we see.
but it says it's excluded in
And where do you point that
Sure.
out?
under general liability.
You know, there's a separate section for that division. There's a separate section for that division.
Is it in the proposal?
Yes, it is.
Okay. But when it says it's excluded,
Law enforcement.
no, I'm talking about fire department.
The fire department's in there too.
Okay. So we want to check that. That's why we want to leave the room and have her help us. The proposal I'd like you to look at, so that we know we get the right one. If you go to the back and it says $121,359, that's the one I want you to go over because I think that's the best proposal. So Burnham and Flowers is like a Bliss McKnight, except they're for profit and they're a big agency, and that's how smaller agencies get access to travelers. We're owned by Nice Lukens. We're the 30th largest insurance agency in the United States. We can use Randy, or we can do it by ourselves, even with bituminous. But they have a program, and it's a very good program. And Bliss McKnight is a very good agency or general agency, and they're non-for-profit, but they write insurance like I write insurance, Randy writes insurance, and she writes insurance. So they're not an insurance company. I did not see any rating on Bliss McKnight's companies that they put forward with regard to GIE and what was the other one? They used two different companies. Travelers is A+, Houston Casualty Corporation is A+, Bituminous is an A, great. But there was two other companies that I heard. I'm trying to think, it was GIE and there was one more, and I didn't hear the rating for them. So that's something that we will look at. These are all the pretty pictures of people that Randy works with. This talks about the claims. The Alliance has been around for a long time. The Alliance is just a group of people that go to companies and put together programs. This same program used to be insured by travelers. And now HCC is competing with travelers. And again, I represent both those companies. Risk control, they all have risk control, but risk control is as good as your departments and the city of Greensburg will let them be. Everybody comes in and does that to try to keep claims down, but it's really something that needs to be promoted by the city to the department heads and then carried out by the insurance carrier and the agent and any other help that they can get. Talks about seminars, talks about technical assistance and materials and stuff. That is risk control. We promise, is what Burnham Flowers promises, to return phone calls, provide good service, and I think that both Main Source and Maverick would do all those things in conjunction with any one of these three companies. You've got three very good companies that are offering you proposals. Now we get to what's important, and these are the general liability, the wrongful acts,